Okay, two things I want to mention before I start this review of Yu-Gi-Oh! Out 5. First up, how awesome is it that we got this episode so early? I think it came out Tuesday night, and it normally comes out on a Thursday, so that was pretty awesome. And number two, this could possibly be the last time that Yuya loses his way. By that I mean, like, finding his dueling style and like how his outlook on the world is. As someone keeps pointing out in the comments, it's much like Kill the Kill. So in reference to that, I thought I'd wear my Kill the Kill t-shirt for this review. Why not? So the last episode ended with Jack Atlas. He was basically about to dick over Yuya and do 8,500 damage or something like that. He wiped out all the other like duelists on the pitch. So Yuya's actually able to grab an action card which stops the effect from destroying him. That was kind of lucky for an action card. And then he is unable to stop the attack, but he managed to grab another action card which, if he takes over 2,000 damage, he gets to draw 2 cards, which... it's kind of an ass pull. This is the only reason I don't like action cards. It's a way for the writers to basically give people ass pulls. Oh, there's an action card here, I'll pick that up. Oh look, it's exactly what I need to do. So that's the only thing I don't like about action cards. They just kind of annoy me. I prefer the normal duels. Outside of this duel, it is clearly not Roger's day because Sora and the Ninja Geezer are basically invading his little castle thing, whatever he's in. Yuzu's currently imprisoned in like a little chamber thing. Unfortunately for Roger, he's ordering all his men through his brainwash to like keep the commons away and things like that. But Sora finds where the control panel is and basically destroys it. So Roger's lost the ability to control his like little puppets now, basically. At the end of the episode, I might as well spoil it now, they actually find Yuzu and they free her and she starts crying. It was quite nice. So yeah, everything seems to be going up for the characters at the moment. And Roger, if he's not going to kill himself, he's got to do something because his day is not going very well at all. Now when we go back to the duel, Yuyu's having thoughts of, well, I've always followed my father's words and I've always assumed that his dueling was the right thing for me. And Jack's saying that he wants him to find his own dueling so that he can become himself. But if Yuya finds his own dueling through Jack's advice, then it's kind of like Jack's style of dueling. I don't know, it's just a bit weird. You can't force someone to change their perspective, but that is what happens in this episode anyway. Yuya draws his Tuning Magician, which funnily enough is the card that Jack gave to Sam, who Sam gave to Yuya. So it's kind of gone full circle. He has a moment though where he realises that he's not only borrowed his entertainment style dueling from his father, he's borrowed this Tuning Magician from Jack. So this shows how much of a sponge Yuya is. He just absorbs all this knowledge. I've already said this in one of my reviews that this is what Yuya is. He is the sponge where he absorbs everyone else's like personalities and stuff, and this is what he becomes. So Yuya Tunes manages to summon his Enlightenment Paladin, which we've seen before, but it's still awesome to see because it's got a great effect where he gets to add like a card from the graveyard or something like that. And the card he chooses to add, which I didn't actually see coming, he adds Smile World, and he basically says to Jack that I reject your idea of getting rid of my father's style of dueling. This is my style as well. I will never reject that, which I like that he's stuck to his guns with this, and he says that he plays Smile World and uses its effect. This time it works against Jack. Now Yuya unfortunately gets whittled down to about 100 life points. However, Jack hints something where Yuya basically uses a pendulum effect to keep himself in it, and Jack says, pendulum effects, it's a shame that you can't grow with that more to make that your thing. And it already was Yuya's thing, so I was like, if this is going to go where I think it's going, then Yuya's a bit dense. So yeah, Yuya has a realization where, oh my god, pendulums are my thing. I was the first one to use them. That's my thing. I know what my thing is. I'm like, obviously it's your thing. You're the first one to use it. You still use it now. But okay, yeah, sure. Now we get a pendulum synchro monster. I don't know if we've seen one of these in the series yet. So the top half is white and the other half is like green. So it was pretty awesome. It was a 10-star monster called Nirvana High Paladin. And this is the first time we see Jack actually shocked. He goes, oh, what is this? And that was interesting to see for Jack to actually react like this. So it shows that he likes what he's seeing now. He sees this side of Yuya that he wants to see more of. Now, I thought it was weird how he summoned it without a tuna monster, but the effect of that monster is you can turn basically a pendulum monster into a tuna monster. So that's how he managed to do that, which I thought was quite a cool effect because Jack does something a bit similar later as well. I also like the attack of this monster. He basically summons this giant sword and just whacks Red Demon's dragon with it, and it was awesome. Jack goes off-road now that Yuya's found his way, and he basically goes into his Super Turbo mode. Jack does a double tuning where he uses 2 tuna monsters because that's what's required for his new monster. Because he summons Red Demon's Dragon Tyrant, which is awesome. It's got like 2 sets of wings and everything. It looked pretty cool. It looks very similar to its original form, but just a little bit better. Some people in the crowd are saying that Jack's arrogance is not because he's a dickhead, but basically because he's never had anyone that has been able to push him to this limit before. He's had no challengers who can make him improve himself. So Yuya's the first one to do this in this universe. So I'm guessing that Yusei doesn't exist in this. This is like the only difference between them, and that's probably why he can't get to greater heights, but I'm not sure. Now, this monster has an OP effect, by the way. Its effect is basically you destroy everything on the field except for itself once per turn. So, yeah, that was pretty powerful. And it can negate and destroy spell or trap cards, I think, when it attacks, which was OP as well. Now, he uses its effect to start off with to destroy Yuya's monster, and then he tries to attack directly, and because of Yuya's cards, it gets added to the pendulum zone, and then it can, he can save himself. He does this with an action card. But I just wondered, if Jack would have attacked straight away without using its effect, would he have won? I just couldn't remember what the attack points of the monsters are. You should have let me know in the comments. Obviously, Yuya gets lucky with action cards again, but Jack is very pleased at the way this duel is going. Yuya gives a little speech, basically to end the episode, where he says he's got his resolve, he knows what he's doing. He does one of them super draws. He draws Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon, and then he does his Pendulum Summon, where he summons 5 different Pendulum monsters to the field. So, next episode, we're probably going to get the return of the Synchro Pendulum Monster again somehow. I think he's got more in store. I don't know if he's going to try and merge it with his Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon. Maybe we'll see another card to go even greater heights. We'll have to see. Because that monster, the Synchro Pendulum Monster, it has another effect where if it attacks and destroys a monster, you can halve your opponent's life points. And he didn't use that in this battle, and I think that'd be quite cool to see him use that. Also, in the next episode, we get to see Jack Atlas laughing, so that'll be interesting to see. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below of this episode. Who do you think is going to win? I think Yuya actually might win now. I don't think it'll be a draw. So, yeah, let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and thanks for watching. Right then, guys, so recently I subscribed to Loot Crate. Specifically, I subscribed to Loot Anime. They specialise in sending Loot Anime-related stuff, and I thought that I'd do an unboxing for you guys and show you the kind of stuff I got. Unfortunately, I'm in the future, so I've already opened it all, so I know what I get. This is what the box looks like after you've turned it inside out. It's kind of like a treasure chest, which we're going to see a treasure chest worth of stuff inside. Also, I'm wearing... spoiler, a t-shirt. You'll see more of that later. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here we go. Right then, here we go. Welcome to the unboxing. First things first, let's get through this protective layer, which